There. All right. Me and Chong are here. We're on our first dog walk of when I got home. And I'm very excited. Yeah, I feel very special being able to go YouTube live. I put on his denim coat because the other one I gotta get fixed up where it could just Velcro or something. But I guess, we could discuss YouTube because I watch it so much. I guess I watch YouTube a lot to learn things, but I also watch it for music. And I want to say my favorite artist, I have so many favorites. I want to say my favorite artist, honestly. Chong, no, we're not doing that. Chong, no. I'm sorry. Chong, no. We're going this way. You leave him alone. Alright. Chong with the attack of the little dogs. He loves to bark at them. No, Chong. No. No. We're not doing that, Chong. 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 Okay, now we got the stick. Come on. No. Alright, I guess I'll see how long he wants to run with this stick. But when I'm on YouTube, I always watch Black Veil Brides. I love them. And I went to incarceration and I seen them. And it was so good. They are so good live. Their videos are so good. They're good. I like rock music and I always watch YouTube for the newest heavy metal. Love it. I mean, the husband, he watches YouTube for the rap portion, like all the new Wiz Khalifa updates and everything. But I love it. I love listening to all their heavy metal, and then they always have the newest heavy metal. Because a lot of your artists, that's great about YouTube is they always download all their stuff over to there first. Or maybe they download somewhere else, probably Spotify, but you can always get their latest stuff on YouTube. And then my favorite thing to do is relax and watch YouTube and watch, all my favorite videos. But I was watching, I'm going to make it public, my subscriptions, because I was listening to this one guy I just subscribed to him. He's really smart. He was talking about the oldest creation myths. And it was very exciting. It was very informative. He was like a professor. And he actually did a lot of research. And I felt smarter after I did that. And he just went and explained and just literally dissected all the different creation myths. And it was so good. It really was. I enjoyed it. I mean, I've been watching all this black hole stuff for a while. And I mean, this telescope, James Webb, the telescope, it's really, it's groundbreaking research, honestly. But I've been watching that nonstop with that James Webb telescope. The James Webb telescope is awesome. It's getting all this new research from space. They're finding out all these new theories, and people are getting the old theories that were there kind of are getting discredited a little because they got new research to prove where the truth is. Honestly. Come on, Chong, let's go this way. And it's just very exciting stuff. I've been watching that nonstop. And I guess they sent it again because I've been watching it on YouTube because on the NASA. They have a NASA thing you can subscribe to on YouTube. And it shows you and they explain the latest details on what they've learned about black holes and about the theories and the new theories they're thinking of how black holes are created and just stars and everything. And it's very exciting. It is really exciting stuff. And it really makes me excited just hearing about new intellectual things. I mean, but I always, for my Black Veil Brides and different things, it's my go-to. It's my radio. So I'm very excited to be here on YouTube and just live streaming and talking about life and doing my dog walk. Because it's a dream come true to me. Even if I stay small, it's okay. Because to me, this is fun. I mean, who wouldn't think this is fun? But that James Webb telescope is very interesting. And I know they got the NASA thing. They have a bunch of them. Just look up the James Webb telescope on YouTube. And they have a lot of really good YouTubers that explain things. And they have, they'll show the interviews, and they're real good at editing of all the different findings. And it is so interesting. I promise you'll love it. Especially if you love space things. I love space things, and I love to learn. Learning is my favorite thing to do. And I find it just exhilarating just to learn something that you never thought would happen. Because, my God, it's just like you hear there's a Big Bang Theory, and then you hear the Big Bang Theory was discredited. And they have just all this information. And it's just the cosmos is just like a hot topic, and it's so interesting. It really is. And, if I'd love to expand my mind. I think he's doing his peeing again. I don't want to show him peeing. It would be highly inappropriate, so I just show his head. Because I did just get home from work. But, yeah, it's very exciting. Even if you're not a big science guru, just this discovery alone is so exhilarating. It would excite anybody. I mean, they have calculations that telescope has come up with, and Harvard's involved. And I really wish Stephen Hawking was still alive. I really do. Because he would be a lead researcher if he wasn't with God right now. But honestly, It's so interesting just how things are discredited, and then all this new stuff we're finding out. Here, Chong, we can go to the park and do that business. But I promise you'll love all the new research in that. I love it. It makes me just so happy just seeing that, just seeing truth. I love to see truth, and I love people that seek truth and show you the actual truth of everything. It's just it's just the best thing ever. At least it is to me. I find these things interesting. I do like my music and stuff, but music only goes so far. And then sometimes movies and all that only go so far. Sometimes you gotta feed your brain. I call it feeding my brain. I go to YouTube all the time to feed it. And they have really good fact checkers, and I know on other platforms they say they do, but the best fact checkers I think are on YouTube and Google. Google seems to know everything. It's like Google just pops up with something out of nowhere. Google's so big anymore, but Google is what it is, you know? But honestly, I've been addicted to all this, and then all the black hole research. I would literally, I mean, it's just me, but I think, and it's just an opinion I have, and it might be wrong, it might be right. It's just a thing. I think it's almost like they're recycling. They're like they pick up different things and they create stuff. It's like a landfill, I think. I could be wrong. I mean, we have so many black holes around us and we're still standing. So maybe their job is just to pick up things that aren't a planet with living things. Maybe, and just to help other planets just become fertile and stuff. I mean, nobody really knows. They're so mysterious. And I've been obsessed with these black holes for like over a year. And it's just their gravitational pull and everything is very exciting. At least I think it's exciting. Some people think think that I'm a little bit crazy when it comes to all this black hole stuff, but I mean, you got to sit there and think. There's other things out there. Why not research them? Maybe they're not just taking in space junk. Maybe they are just taking in some planets and making their own solar systems. Who knows? They could be. But it's so exciting that we can kind of learn more about black holes because of this telescope. It's out there that's getting information. It just goes out there and keeps going and keeps finding more information. And that's what it does. It just gets more and more information all the time. And as we speak, it's getting more information. And they were saying, like, they sent it out. I don't know the time schedule, but I think it stays out there for a year or so. I'm not sure. I didn't, like, I know it's a little while, and then they program it and everything. But they have the top engineers in the world on this telescope, and it cost a lot of money. It really did. But honestly, shaping our world as we know it. It's giving us better understanding of our world. This telescope it's amazing. Whoever put this telescope together, they're amazing. But I've always liked NASA. I remember when I was a kid, you were allowed to go to NASA and visit before all this terrorist things and all that came. Here, come on, let's just go this way. You can go poop up this way. But you used to be able to walk in NASA and it was no problem, but then there became terrorists and just a lot of different people involved. And then now I think you got to be invited to NASA. All right, Chong, you did your pee. But it's very exciting. I find things like this exciting. And like I said, I'm a bit of a science nerd, but that's okay. At least I'm doing constructive things with my life. And I try. But I was actually gonna look at some more videos on YouTube on the Webb telescope because they have a lot of information. And they do. They have a lot of information going on just from the findings from when it went out before. I mean, it's out there collecting more data, but they're still trying to get through the data. It came back with so much data, and it went pretty far. Most of these telescopes don't go very far. Come on, Chong. Come on. Leave that dog alone, Chong. 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 No, we're going this way, Chong. Come on. Okay. Come on, let's go. Okay. But yeah, I'm probably going to look at some more videos on that when I get home. Because it's just amazing good things that's going on with that. All right, Chong, you can't go visit that dog, okay? I'm sorry. Now come on. Let's go. He really wants to visit all these dogs. But it's not a good idea. All right, I thought there was somebody, but I don't think there is. But me and Chong are just on our daily dog walk. And like I said on the other one, when I first got them, this one guy that had a lot of dogs and a lot of good dog experience, he told me to keep certain routes. Here, we're almost there, Chong. He said to keep certain routes. And dogs like to go a certain route every day. Even if you want to like go on another walk and go a different way, they like to do the same route at the same time every day. And I believe him. He had a lot of German shepherds and stuff. So I take this route when I get off work, and I'll take him around this neighborhood because we live in an apartment. All right, Chong, come on. We're going to the park. We're going to this little park, okay? These guys don't like when you do that on their lawn. Just do that. We'll pick it up in the park area. Oh, I hope I didn't get that. I'm so sorry if I did. I thought I switched it in time. Come on, Chong, let's go. Oh, no, not here. Let's just do that up here. Ugh. We got a whole big park up here that don't have any homeowners, so let's just do that up here. We can walk around this park. All right, we're gonna try to cross the street now. But honestly, I am very obsessed with these black holes and all this different research. And I know probably when I die, I won't see any of this, but I get curious about things. I am always very curious about everything. Okay, we still can't go across the street. This is why it takes me so long to get to this park. I really wish they had a stoplight over here, but they just don't. So now we're waiting to go across the street so he can go to his favorite little place so he can do more business. But the world and their traffic, I don't know. But I hope everybody's having a good day. And I hope I made some new friends, or I get to make some new friends soon on YouTube. I've made some friends on Facebook, but I can make some friends on YouTube, so when I have chats, I can have some people in there. But that'll take time. But I'm trying. Oh, somebody ran across me with their dog. I think, or it's a person. I don't know. I think it's a person. I know, we're gonna go. I think after this car we could go. If it goes a little faster, it would be nice. I don't know, Chong, if we're going to be able to go. We're just going to have to go this way for a minute. This traffic, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't like to lighten up at all. We might have to walk up here. But honestly, oh jeez, there's a truck. But today I found this blanket coming off top of the black holes, and it was on sale for $17. It was a Harry Potter blanket on clearance. I was so excited. If you're going shopping for the holidays, it's the perfect time to get like half off things. I bought it for a Christmas present for myself because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Huge. Yeah, Harry Potter is just amazing. All right, Chong, let's try to come across the street this way. I'm trying not to go in a gated community, okay? All right, Chong, by the time you get done sniffing there's going to be traffic again. See? Now there's traffic again. Now we can't even go. We're still trying to get across the street. I don't be trusting these cars. Because you can't trust these cars because sometimes they just don't stop. And I've seen them once I was working around here at another nursing home, and I went to work and I kept telling everybody the cat was crossing the street, stopped my car. And I literally stopped my car and everything, and I watched a cat get ran over. It was so sad. I wanted to cry. I really did. And these cars just would not stop. And the poor cat, I watched him take his last breath as he was getting crushed. And nobody seemed to care but me. And I was crying. I was literally crying. And nobody seemed to care. Alright, there's one car this way. There's one that way, and of course 100 this way when I get a break this way. I don't know if we're going to be able to get across the street today. I mean, we might have to wait even longer. I don't know. I don't understand. I know it's a Monday. Maybe that's the problem. Of course, now there's a string of 500 cars this way. We're still waiting. We're always waiting on something, it seems. But I've seen a lot of good deals at the store. I mean, I personally am not buying anything unless it's useful because I got too much stuff. Alright, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, there we go. There. Oh, thank goodness. We made it across and without any incident. But the stores, I mean, aren't too bad. A lot of people are going on Amazon. And then they was saying on the news that Amazon, there was some Amazon hack they were talking about in the news. It was something about if they said you ordered something you didn't order, and they try to get personal information. And Amazon was trying to fix it. And they had all these people trying to fix the hacking. So, and I'm sure they would. They make a lot of money. All right, I'm trying to get him over here. I'm trying not to have the camera on people. As soon as I get over here, I put the camera out more, because he likes to have more. There we go. He likes to have more reach, and this has a long length. So, and if I'm around people, they don't like when I move the camera around to them. Chong, let me fix my earmuffs. All right, we made it to the park now. Come on, Chong. But yeah, I guess watch out with your Amazon account, especially if it says you ordered something you didn't order, because it's some kind of scam. And they found it, and people are trying to do that, but honestly, people get scammed all the time. And you just gotta watch. Because they do try to keep all your stuff very secure on Amazon. I shop on Amazon. I was shopping. Oh, God. I hope no animals eat that. I don't know why no one's picking that up. That's people should clean up better. I don't know about people sometimes. But yeah, if you have Amazon, just kind of be careful and mindful about things, and just check up on, I think from where I live, it's Channel 8 News. They got Channel 5. But it's only when they say that you had a package that you didn't order, they're trying to get information. And they can't get it directly from Amazon. They got to get more stuff that you ordered and more information from you. They're not getting it from Amazon. But they seem like they're Amazon. Just like that, I think it was last year, the IRS, they were saying about that when you owed them money and they would contact you by phone. I called the IRS, and the IRS told me that if they want to contact you or talk to you about something, they always do it by postal service. And if you did not get a letter from them, they won't call. They'll give you a letter and then you can call them or something. That was a scam, I think, 2 years ago. And people were, and they looked legit because I got one of these. And I called the IRS and asked. And the IRS told me that's what they told me on the phone. And I said, I just want to know what I did or didn't do. I didn't think I did anything. And they said, you didn't. So if anything kind of looks suspicious or funny or something, just check it out. So we're here by where the coyotes were yesterday. This morning we were taking Chong out, and by our apartment there's like a courtyard, and he got real funny and there's this tree he likes, but he wouldn't go by his tree. So, and he didn't go by the tree at all. So we think that there was one of these coyotes over there. And I guess the coyotes, I guess since you really can't, hunt them or anything, my husband was saying they're getting, where I live, there's a huge population of these coyotes. And I think one of them, and they pretty much are hybrids now because they must have mated with a dog, and they think a male, like a bigger male dog, had sex with these coyote females. And they have these dogs that look like regular cute dogs, and they look exactly like a dog, but they're coyote. So you gotta be careful. I mean, I don't like to, I'll take him out now, and when it starts getting dark out, we just kind of stick where the lights are because they won't come out where the lights are on. And he likes to walk back here. That's the thing. He loves walking back here, but we have all these coyote hybrids. And honestly, it's scary. You have all of them and you're just worried. The one day they were howling and we were coming by and going by his other route. And anyways, and you just heard one howling, then you heard two howling, then you heard three howling. It got to where there was just a lot of them howling. It was crazy. And Chong just literally, he looked at me, got real quiet, and he started pulling me home. Oh, I'm hearing howling now. Okay, it's a regular dog. Thank goodness. I don't think the coyotes are coming out for a while. I do hear a dog barking. But he does like walking by here, so I'll take him by here at least once, because I don't want to take him by here too far in the darkness, because he enjoys his little time back here. And now he's doing his sniffing. But yeah, these coyotes, it was scary. It was that coyote story was insanely scary. I felt, I just thought it was one of those moments where you just didn't know what to do, and I was like kind of got anxiety because I was scared. It was not a fun day. I'm not trying to show any of those parts, because I know from live streaming on Facebook, you don't show any kind of. I got in trouble the one time because he was rolling in the grass and his genitals was showing. So I'm extra careful now about that. I'm learning the ins and outs of live streaming. Chong, not the puddle. I mean the mud, I'm sorry. But yeah, he loves this park so much. That's the hard part about it with these coyote hybrids. So we just go certain times. I let him have his time in the park. And we just go another safer route later in the day. Sometimes you have to be responsible pet owner. And I try to be. I try to do what I can for him. Because he is a good boy and I love him so much. Alright, Chong, don't lick that mud. It's nasty. I just feel bad that all the animals that have to be out here without food and stuff. I know it's nature. I wish I could bring all of nature in my house, but I know I can't. I wish I could feed all the animals and keep them all safe, but I know I can't. My husband tells me this all the time. He says we have enough. So all I do is I pray for the animals and hope they're okay. Pray for the humans and hope they're okay. Because it's a rough world sometimes we can live in. And a lot of bad things happen in it. It's terrible, the stuff that you can endure sometimes. But I mean, sometimes you just got to get through it and just enjoy the time you have and help who you can. Always say that on my group on Chong and Facebook. When people say they want to help but they don't have any money, and I tell them you just help and do what you can for the moment. So I always help and do what I can for the moment. There was a homeless man once when I was in downtown area, years ago, and there was somebody that was hungry. There was a homeless guy, and I didn't have any money, but I had extra sandwich, and I gave him a sandwich. And I felt bad, and I didn't have no money, but I felt like I needed to give him something. So I just gave him a sandwich. He said thank you, and I feel bad. But I realized, and I just couldn't eat my other sandwich, and then I just gave it to him. But it was something I could do within my scope, too, You gotta sometimes it's like that. You want to do more, but sometimes just can't. I wasn't blessed to being a wealthy person, so there's only so much I could offer somebody. I just offer what I have, and sometimes it's only an extra sandwich, sometimes it's $1. But I try to do my part. I mean, I do try to save my money and stuff, because it's a cold, cold world. And expenses are going up. Oh, there's still a lot of traffic. At least you got to go to the park, okay? We gotta wait the traffic again to get past this way. I'm sorry, Chong. They didn't make a stop sign for us yet. I wish they would make a stop sign or just slow down by this park. This whole street, there's not even one thing that makes them where they can't go 35. It makes it hard people walking their dogs or kids coming out of this park. There, we made it across. I mean, I see one lady that had 2 kids, and she ran across and was holding one of her kids. That's how busy this street can get, because they all want to go to that park. But I guess getting back to humanitarian acts, I mean, that's pretty much what I've done, and I try to give people advice. I remember when my youngest, I wasn't having any more kids, and I was at a one job one day. When I was at my job, there was someone that's telling me that their sister was having a kid, and she's about ready to give birth and didn't have anything for a kid and no money to get anything. And I told her I had a bunch of stuff in my garage. I gave her like $500 worth of baby stuff. Then my friend was like, "Are you sure you don't want any money for it?" And I told her I didn't want any money for it because to me, if I gave it, I'm not gonna try to profit from it. So to me, it didn't matter, honestly. So I just gave it to her freely, and I gave her all my, the baby clothes. I gave everything to her. So I was like, I don't really plan to have any more kids, so. And if I do, I'll just get more stuff. I go, but I don't see it happening. And she was very grateful. But that's what I mean about doing stuff that you can. If you can't, you can't. But if you just so happen can for some reason, why not? Because I try to be a decent human being. I rescued Chong from a bad situation because I have a lot of love for animals and people. It's probably why I think dog rescues are the best, because when you rescue them from a bad situation, they're sometimes the most loyal animals. Cats or dogs. Honestly. I've had rescued cats before, and Chong, don't eat that grass. And they were some of my most loyal pets. The ones that loved you the most because they know that you saved them from a bad situation. And have had nothing but rescues. Nothing but rescues. I have never had an animal that was just not some kind of rescue. Whenever we think about getting a pet or something, I just tell my husband, let's just wait until an animal comes in need. Come on, Chong, we're going this way. Chong, come on. We already went that way. We've been out here almost an hour. I have earmuffs and everything. I'm not trying to be out here for 2 hours. But honestly, they are. I go to my local shelter or just, find somebody that rescued pups or something, or cats. And if I want a pet, that's the ones I grab. Because to me, they need a chance too. Because I believe everybody, and I believe everybody needs a chance, including animals. I really do. I'm a very big activist in that kind of thing. And I do love my animals. I always make sure they have good food and everything. And everybody says I spoil Chong, which I probably do. I'm not gonna lie. I buy him his little coats. I get him really good food. I got him some Rachel Ray food today. I go to the farmer's market, get him nice food. Because he's my baby. Chong, I don't want you eating the grass. I don't know what's in that grass. They could have chemicals or something in that grass. It's not safe. There he goes shaking again. But honestly, I guess we used to have a cat. We don't have anymore, but His name was Max, or it's still Max. He's not passed. He went with my son, and he came to my older son. It was in the middle of winter, and I was just like, I even told him I was my older son, and you can't just bring a stray in the house. And he wanted to bring it in the house, and so we made a little house for him outside. Then eventually my older son brought him inside, and then he ended up having to move. So I ended up taking Max, and then he got attached to my younger son. So, but you could tell he was abused. Every time you would have a flannel on, he would get weird. So somebody hit him that used to wear flannels a lot. So, but we worked with him. I mean, he'd have an attitude from time to time, but we worked with him, and he's a very sweet cat. I mean, he has his moments, but we all have moments. You can't discard him or think anything mean of it. I mean, he went through a lot. He probably got. I mean, the way he acted with the flannel. I mean, somebody was really mean to him, and I just took him in, worked with him when he realized nobody was going to hurt him. He wasn't that bad then. Sometimes, just animals want to know that you love them. Because not everybody gets love. Not every human gets love. And it's sad. It really is sad. And I wish that every animal could feel love, but it's sometimes not in the cards for some dogs or cats. And it does make me sad. That's why I like to be very active in animal and human rights. But honestly, humans are more secure than animals. Because they'll be real mean to their animals and they'll say, well, it's my dog. It's like, okay, well, it's your dog. Why are you treating him that way? And then you got to call the law and everything. It's terrible. And then they had the Dick Goddard law that started where because Dick Goddard, before he passed, he was very big on animal rights. And thank God for Dick Goddard, because you can get in a lot of trouble for being mean to animals. And I'm grateful for him for that. But he ended up passing away from COVID. He was like one of my favorite weather forecasters. I really liked him. He could actually forecast hurricanes and different stuff. Come on, Chong. We're almost home. But I mean, he went to the meteorology school and everything. I mean, a lot of the forecasters they have, some of them go and get certified and go to the actual stuff to be a true meteorologist, and some don't. So, or they have the Weather Channel. Okay. We're getting home now. It smells nice out here, like Christmas stuff. Yeah. Well, I've ended our walk and, had our casual conversation and stuff. And I hope everybody has a lovely day. And I'll be back tomorrow, live chatting. And he's in the darkness there, but he's dark. But here he is. Chong says goodbye. And I'm going to probably feed him and stuff. And I hope everyone has a blessed night and sleeps well.